Yo, everybody, we are live here on YouTube. Yeah, just Peyton tonight, just Peyton. But we're gonna get through it. We're gonna do some stuff here. My camera's all kind of out of whack, dude. I did not come prepared this time.
What's bad about
Normally
it?
I'm pretty prepared, but I kind of sold tonight. But it's okay. Whatever. But Peyton, how's it going?
All good. All good. My computer is being kind of slow. It didn't even show me the countdown. Like it said my browser failed to load it. It's bad.
There's definitely a possibility that Peyton may be MIA during this.
Yeah. I hope not, but possibly.
All right. Well, I guess we'll jump right into it. Maybe try and let some people come in, trickle in, or whatever. But Peyton, what do you think about the Big Ten? Do you feel like you are pretty knowledgeable about the Big Ten or no?
Not really. Um, First of all, like we were talking about earlier, I didn't even know there were 18 teams in the Big Ten. I thought there was only like 10.
Right.
But um, I mean, other than like the Big Five, I guess Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Michigan, and not Big Five, I guess like Big Four, Big Three, really, just Penn State, Oregon, and Ohio State. I don't really know too much about the Big Ten, but like I was saying earlier, I think I'm actually I might be more intrigued about that conference than the SEC for next season, which I guess might be a crazy take coming from a Georgia fan, but
No, it's not crazy. I don't think so. I think the Big Ten is going to be a very interesting conference. I agree with that. I think there's a lot of these teams could be good, and we're going to get into it and talk about it because there are some pretty good teams that will be contending for either the Big Ten championship game or college football playoff. But I think what we'll do is we'll start with the teams that we're not very familiar with and the ones that I don't have many notes about because I think that's a fair place to start. So we'll start down at the very bottom of the Big Ten. Um, let's talk about Purdue. If you watch any other college football shows, you may know them as Purdue. So we can go ahead and put them in Dookie chart.
yeah.
Yeah. They had the 98th best recruiting class with 12 3-stars.
That's
12 players.
that's worse than Vanderbilt.
Yeah. And they lost a lot of players. They lost a defensive lineman to Oregon. That was really good. So, yeah, Purdue's not looking up. Definitely a fun rebuilding team in college football 25.
Yeah.
Let's go to. I want to go to. I want to go to.
Rutgers.
Yeah, let's do Rutgers. Rutgers. Now, Rutgers had a pretty good season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I just want to check.
I can't remember who they played in their bowl game, but I think I watched like the first quarter of it, second or first half maybe. Um, they had a running back. I can't remember his name. I think he went dumb though. I could be wrong, but I remember somebody on Rutgers offense. I think was actually like pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. I just can't remember what it was all about. I want to see. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a casual streamer here. I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay. I want to see. Okay. I'm chilling here. Okay, Rutgers went. They finished ninth in the Big Ten. They beat Virginia Tech, which was pretty surprising. They lost to Nebraska, lost to UCLA, beat Minnesota, lost to Illinois, lost to Kansas State, beat Akron, beat Washington, lost to Wisconsin, lost to USC, beat Maryland, and beat Michigan State. So a pretty meh, meh,
I mean, there's
seven
a
and
few
six.
quality wins in there.
There are very few. But let's see, too. Like, I think what we should do is I think we should do the same thing that we did the last week, where we rank them, we put them in their spot, and then we rank them, left to right, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as
So
we go down the board.
you think Rutgers is worse than Purdue?
No, no, I'm saying at the end. So
Oh,
maybe we'll just
oh,
start there and then go from there. We'll kind of rearrange it as we go.
I like
Um,
Rutgers at C.
I think that's fair. They Rutgers looking on to the next season. They have the 33 best recruiting class with 3 4 stars and 24 3 stars. So again, we're trying to rank them on the future expectation for this next coming year. But Purdue, yeah, Rutgers, 33 best recruiting class, definitely on the come up. Should continue a
That's a lot
seven
of
win
commits.
season.
24 3 stars.
That's a lot of commits.
That's a lot of commits. And how many 4 stars? 1 or 2?
3.
3.
That's Rutgers.
Okay, Rutgers.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's jump to Northwestern, and we can throw them.
I don't know anything about
Okay,
Northwestern except for Peter Skoronsky. That's it.
Northwestern had the 65th best recruiting class with no 3 stars, no 5 stars, but 22 3 stars. So let
No
me
five
see.
stars, no 3 stars, but 25 3 stars? You mean no 4 stars?
Yeah, no 4 stars, no 5 stars, but 23 stars. They they finished they finished 4-8 last season. So I think we have them placed pretty
Yeah.
well in that regard. Um,
How is Peter Skoronsky doing in the NFL? He's on the Titans, right?
yes, I don't think he was like blowing anybody away. I don't know if he's worth his pick yet.
What was he?
Like top 15, top 10.
I I could be wrong. I think he was top 5 though. I want to say he was like 3 or 2. I might be so wrong though. Let me see.
We're both fact checking each other today, guys.
Why is the first thing that comes up when I type in when did Peter? It says when did Peter Griffin come to Fortnite?
Oh my god, dude. What do you think?
It's only giving me first round. Why can't I see his pick?
Huh? You're trying to see his what?
His pick.
Guys, I almost lost my headphones. Had to finish off the Miller, but almost lost my headphones in the process.
Oh,
What was he?
yeah.
Oh my god, you're phasing in and out of the screen, bro. Chill, Peyton, chill.
I don't know what was happening.
Bro.
I'm not looking.
That's
I think he
wild.
was the 11th. I think he was the 11th. Was I like?
The 11th? That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. But yeah, other than him, I swear to God, I couldn't tell you a single player on Northwestern's offense or defense or coaching staff.
Okay. All right. We will jump into the next one, and I think
Listen,
I think I have that
yeah,
right.
I was gonna say Minnesota's low key on the rise. I haven't that
Minnesota is definitely on the rise.
Minnesota might be one of the only teams from the Big Ten that I like actually kind of watched.
Mm-hmm.
I watched more Minnesota games than I did Ohio State games. I was forced to watch Ohio State games in the playoffs. Other
Right.
than that, I really didn't. Other than the Michigan game, I didn't. I don't think I watched a single Ohio State game.
Damn. Minnesota went 8-5. That's a really good season.
Yeah, for Minnesota, bro.
For
They didn't.
Minnesota, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's talk
And I think,
about. I'm sorry, my bad, Peyton.
now you could say what you're going to say because I'm probably
I
wrong
was going to
anyways.
say they have the 50th best recruiting class with 3 4-stars and 18 3-stars. So
Say
not
that
a
again.
terrible class for Minnesota. They had 3 4-stars, 18 4-stars. I mean, wait, 3 4-stars, 18 3-stars. Dude, my dyslexia is like killing me right now because that just made no sense to me as I read that back to myself.
They
Where did my camera go? Oh, that's why.
They were 6th in the Big 10 West in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could see what their schedule was.
This year or last year?
Oh my God, it's giving me this year. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. I just completely lied.
It's okay. Sorry, I just like shook my camera around for like 20 seconds.
Okay, they went 6-7 last year and 3-6 in conference play. This year, what did they do? 8-5,
5-4 in conference.
5-4. Like that's improvement. Like yeah, it's only 1 game difference or 2 game
They
difference.
lost to Michigan by 3 points.
Exactly.
They beat Illinois, who is a good team this year, and only lost to Penn State by 1 point. And beat Virginia Tech.
That game was
Blew
crazy.
out Wisconsin. Lost to Rutgers. Blew out Maryland. Beat USC. Lost to Iowa. I think they're going to be a good team next year.
I do too. I
So
mean,
do you want to put them up to B on the thought that they're going to raise that much, or is this kind of more of a
best
conservative?
case scenario is that they go from 8-5 to like 10-2 probably. But that's that's like the best. To me, that's the best possible outcome. Realistic, they'll probably do what they did this year, like with how they converted from last year. I think instead of going 8-5, they might go 9-4, and 5-4 in conference play, maybe 6-5. Who knows? Or not 6-5, 6-3.
Ooh.
What just happened? What's going
I'm
on?
trying to get some kind of background in the back so it doesn't look so weird. I don't know. I don't like it. This is like, dude, why does it look like this? Why would you not make that cooler? Okay, I'm gonna do the blue waves. I feel like that's cooler. Or is that kind of distracting? I don't know.
No, it's not distracting. I don't think.
We'll do that. Oh no.
Oh, and you're I don't really know how to occupy time here. So,
dude, what am I doing? Why am I tweaking out? Hold on. What the hell, bro? Why is it stuck like that? All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let Peyton do his thing. And give me like 5 minutes.
wait, James. Okay, wait, never mind. He's already gone.
No, I'm here.
Oh wait, is there a way that you can pause the stream? Because there's no way I'm going to talk about myself for 5 minutes. I don't know like how to do that.
No, just talk about the teams. Just talk about the teams you do know.
I don't know anything about the
Please
Big 10.
let me put myself off the fucking screen, Peyton.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying like I'm probably just gonna spew out BS the whole time, but figure it out. Let's see. I'll talk about UCLA because the only thing I know about UCLA is that their quarterback. This is like last year news, anyways. But Dante Moore, I know he was at Oregon first, and then transferred to UCLA, and now he's back at Oregon. I see there's a lot of hype around him though. So, and I'm not too familiar with the guy, so I don't know, if it's like. I'm not going to say media boostage because I don't think that would happen. But let's see, 19. He's 6'3", and he's a sophomore. Let me see. Is there any way to access some type of film on this guy? Was he a 5-star? or something. Okay, well now it's saying that he was in the TV series. I don't know how to say that, but apparently he was in a movie, and it was the life story of Marvin Gaye. Um, is this the right Dante Moore? I don't think so, because one of these movies was made in 2005, and he's 19. So unless he was in a movie when he was a newborn child, this can't be the right guy. That's just what the first thing that comes up when I type in film. Because I mean, I guess if he's an actor, then yeah, that makes sense. But like, I want to watch high school film on Dante Moore. I don't know if there's some specific website I can go to. Maybe 247. Maybe they'll show me. Let's see, what does this say? I know you guys can't see any of this, by the way, which is the worst part about it. But I mean, maybe I could. Oh, I can. No, I can't. Never mind. I was going to share my screen. I don't think I can do it though. Yeah, I guess I'll just see if 247 will show me any type of film from Dante Moore. I don't think it's going to because my Wi-Fi is really bad. But I mean, this is All American Bowl day one practice film, but it's just being so slow, and it's not showing me anything. Is there anything else I can do? Oh, it's taking me forever to get out of this. Oh no.
Peyton, you good?
Can
you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find film on Dante Moore. I
Yeah.
can't. It's nowhere.
You can't find any on Dante
I mean, it's
Moore?
probably somewhere, but my computer's just so slow, it's not letting me. But
okay.
Not any film, though.
That's all right.
I mean, like I said, I'm sure that I could find some if I looked really hard. But
dude, look at Peyton go. We got 2 viewers, and he's holding down the fort. Look at him.
Dude, they are probably actually asleep. No, they're probably actually asleep right now. Fell asleep watching a stream because I couldn't screen share, so they're just looking at me while I'm browsing the web.
Sorry, guys. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty, so we're doing a Big 10 tier list. Put in the comments if you think we're on the right track. Because we have no idea what we're doing until I get to the top 10 teams. I have that's my boy right there. That's my boy Jose. What up, Jose? What up? There he is. There he is.
Jose, I'm sorry if I made you fall asleep.
Yeah, Jose, that's not normally what happens around here. Actually, it happens every stream. For whatever reason, my GoPro camera freezes
every single time.
I don't understand. Jose, I hope your day off is good, and I'm glad you were spending it with us.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll jump into what's next. What do you think, Peyton?
Maryland.
Maryland? Okay. I can go ahead and help us both.
I don't know a single fact about Maryland.
Okay. So, Maryland. Oh, mate, I might have to go back on this. So this is my initial thought, is putting Maryland at D towards the very bottom of the Big Ten, just because that's kind of where they finished this year. But looking to the future, Maryland has the 25th best class with 6 4-stars and 15 3-stars. So a very confident Maryland team.
So why are you putting them in D?
Well, that was my initial thought. Was okay. Well, they finished bad last year. They didn't really play very well, so let me put them in D. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I think we should move them up to C and put them right behind Minnesota.
I think that too. Yeah.
With that good of a resume.
And I was about to say, to be completely honest, I mean, I don't know if Maryland. I don't know if Minnesota's roster by itself right now without recruits. I don't know if it's better than Maryland's. I don't know if it's like Maryland's worse than Minnesota or if Minnesota's worse than Maryland right now. But to me, I mean, if those recruits are actually, bloom into what they were supposed to be. How many 4-stars did you say?
6.
And how many 3-stars?
15.
I mean, roster wise, it sounds like they're gonna have a better season than Minnesota, but you can never tell. I wonder how much influence Lamar Jackson has on that. Solely because of the Ravens in Maryland.
I never thought about it like that, Peyton, actually. I never thought about it like that. That the NFL team would have an effect on recruiting. That's actually a really good take.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if you really thought about it that hard, which I know a lot of kids don't even get the chance to do so just because they're like automatically offered or get offered by places, whatever, and they have to go there.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you have, which I don't know how it works, but I mean, if you had an agent, if I were an agent and I had a kid coming out of high school and he wanted to be on whatever NFL team, say he wanted to be on the Ravens, I mean, if he wanted to go play at Maryland, you're in state, they're going to be the first to scout you probably. So why not? You know what I mean? Especially if you're not like a top 100 guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I could be crazy on that, but that's my take on it.
No, I think that's a really good take, actually. Sorry, guys, I'm texting Barney. He hopefully will be able to come in to the show and do the. That's why we're starting from the bottom first, so we can see if he can pop in. But yeah, let's see. So right now, I really like where this is going, and I have a hot take. I have a very hot take.
If it's Illinois above B, it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Okay.
No, my hot take is this right here.
Why is that a hot take?
That's a hot take because Michigan State finished 56th in recruiting with 1 4-star, 17 3-stars. But what have we seen over the last couple of years in college football? Quarterback means everything. I am extremely high on Aiden Childs. He is a sophomore now. He's going to be a lot better than he was last year. He can run the football. He can throw the football. If Michigan State can give him the weapons, I think he's going to play really good next year. And I want to see too, like where did Michigan State? So Michigan State last year went 5-7 and lost to. I mean, they did not score many points throughout the year. But I think they're going to be good though this year. I think they're going to take a step up. I could see them going like 7-6, 7-5. I could see that being their kind of their ceiling. But still, that's still a better season than 5-7. And after the coordinator or the head coach getting fired for that crap on the phone, that's a better season than people would expect because they're having to rebuild from the very beginning. It's a whole reset after what was his name? I don't remember his name, Peyton. Do you remember his name? Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Georgia's old defensive coordinator before Dan Lanning.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I can see his face. I can see his face.
Yeah, I can't see. He's in the hotel.
Do what?
Is he in a hotel?
Is he in a hotel? What do you mean?
There's another Georgia defensive coordinator that did the same thing, but I think it was actually the night before or of one of the national championships. I can't remember, but there was another Georgia coach. I don't know if it was a defensive coordinator, but there's another Georgia coach that got in like a lot of trouble because he said a racial slur and posted it online.
Oh no, that's not good.
Let me see if I can find it. Keep doing the thingy though.
Okay. Let's move on to Nebraska. What do you think about this, Peyton? Putting Nebraska in front of Minnesota
I
for
think they should
the
be higher.
sole reason that they have great value Patrick Mahomes.
No, I think they should be higher. I think you should put them at B.
Okay,
They're
I wasn't even going to do that, but I'll do it. I'll do that because
no,
also they had the 22nd best recruiting class, 12 4 stars, 8 3 stars, and the defense should be a lot better than last year. Those are my notes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe I need to watch more games,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not looking for this anymore. It's taking too long. I probably have to watch more Nebraska games, but I think their wide receiver core is actually not that bad. I
No,
can't
it's not.
remember who their names are, but I think they're actual like playmakers.
No, they're good. Because you have Nebraska.
Nebraska didn't even have a terrible year per se. Like, yeah, I think they went 7-5, but some people, like most people, had them not winning over like 5 games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and
What was their record? It was like 6-6. No, 7-6. They won their bowl game. That's right.
7-6, yeah. But
They
I mean,
won. They went 3-6 in the conference, though. That's pretty.
that is pretty bad.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
That is really
That's
bad,
pretty
actually.
bad. That's pretty horrible.
But like you said, I think they're a defense away from being like a pretty good team.
Yeah, I think they're a defense away from going 8-4. They can have a solid defense, and he steps up and go 8-4. Let's see. Let's jump to the California teams, because the California teams are interesting. One team has successfully kind of put themselves in a good place, and the other one has not. And this one has put themselves in a good place, and this one has definitely not.
I don't even know if I'd UCLA above Rutgers.
I don't know if I would either, actually. So what do you think? More like this?
Maybe not that, but maybe Maryland's better. If Maryland is going to live up to the hype that you're giving them, they're better than Michigan State and UCLA and Rutgers, probably.
Okay.
I don't think Rutgers is going to be better than Michigan State, though.
Okay. So that's what I like. I'm down with that. That's perfect. Yeah. UCLA finished like 5th to last, went 5-7 in the overall, which was just terrible, and they lost to LSU. They beat Hawaii by 3, beat Rutgers by 3, beat Iowa by 3. Yeah, no, not good. That California team's not sitting pretty.
No.
But USC. Well, I didn't even go over UCLA's recruiting class. They have the 46th best recruiting class with 2 4-stars and 17 3-stars. So not terrible, but could be doing a lot better. USC finished 14th in recruiting with 1 5-star, 11 4-stars, and 12 3-stars. So a much better outlook on USC than UCLA by a long shot.
No, to be completely honest, I will give UCLA credit and say that they're still good enough to not be in D.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot that they have to do to even get to the top of C.
Mm-hmm.
Like UCLA, the weirdest thing about UCLA is that they like randomly have talent. Like Leatu Latu, did he go to UCLA?
Mm-hmm.
Leatu Latu went to UCLA. JT Tuimoloau, I think he went to UCLA. I could be wrong about that because I think I've looked that up before and I was wrong. I don't know.
No, he went to Ohio State. JT Tuimoloau.
Wait, no. Not JT Tuimoloau. I'm thinking of the Chargers, dude. Tuipolotu. I think he went to UCLA. I might be wrong though.
No, I think you're right on that. I think.
No, he went to USC. That's why I get him mixed up all the time. I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
But Dante Moore, that's what I was talking. That's why I was talking about Dante Moore when you came back, was because I was trying to find film on him because he just I think didn't he commit to Oregon first, then he transferred to UCLA, and now he's back at Oregon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why he transferred out of UCLA, but if I had to guess, it's probably because he realized there's nothing good about UCLA in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of people were saying that the reason why he went from Oregon to UCLA then back to Oregon was because he realized that he probably was like never going to be good at UCLA, so he went back to Oregon to learn. Because that's why
Yeah.
he transferred in the first place, was because he wasn't going to like play. But I don't know. Like I said, I'll give UCLA credit. I don't think they're bad enough to be in D, but they have a lot that they need to do to like get to the top of C.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, we could even put him at the very beginning of D if you wanted to. I don't think that would be a bad spot for him.
I wouldn't hate it, but like I said, I don't think they're bad enough to be like D. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because Northwestern and Purdue, it doesn't matter how good they are next year. They're probably not going to be UCLA.
Yeah.
Purdue might. I don't know. Purdue
Purdue?
pulls off upsets every now and then. So
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. I feel like Purdue. I feel like Purdue is the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten.
Yes.
I mean,
Why?
same color.
Because they're black and gold?
I was about to say same colors and everything. But anyways,
Just a sigh up. It's
yeah.
just a sigh up.
What do you want to do now? Wisconsin or Illinois?
I think we should jump to Washington.
Okay.
And so Washington finishes 23rd in recruiting with 8 4-stars and 23 stars, which is a pretty good class for them. But they lose their OC to Alabama, Ryan Grubb. He goes back to Kalen DeBoer, which I think is a pretty big discrepancy for them. But I think we can throw them there. I feel like we can put them right there.
I don't hate that.
But I also just want to make sure that, because like that's kind of more of an outlook thing for me. Like, yeah, they went 6-7, but that was their first year in the Big Ten. I think they could definitely take a step forward this year and actually
Their
do
quarterback
something
is
with it.
also I can't remember his name,
He's
and
good.
I can't remember what game it was.
The
It was
bowl game?
Yeah, it was their bowl game though. I watched that game. Dude, he played like crazy.
Yeah. Well, those black and purple and gold jerseys were they were sick.
Yeah, those helmets.
Those Washington jerseys were sick.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make me a Husky.
No, I like
Okay.
that for Washington, but do you think they'll be better than Nebraska?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, do I think that though?
I don't know anything about like I don't know.
I don't think that's right. I think Nebraska is going to be better than Washington, and I think anybody else who we put in B will be above Nebraska and Washington. So I think we're on the right track there. But there are a lot of teams in the Big Ten that are very evenly matched: Minnesota, Maryland, Michigan State, Rutgers, UCLA.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of on the same playing field, which is kind of crazy. Okay, we'll jump to Wisconsin. Wisconsin last year finished fourth to last, went 5-7, went 3-6 in the conference, and they have the 27th best recruiting class with 7 4-stars and 16 3-stars. So a good class by Luke Fickell. I cannot remember who their quarterback is.
Van Dyke.
I want to see who they got. Carter Smith and 3-star Landon Locke. Okay. So a freshman quarterback? No, Van Dyke's gone.
Yeah, but he was the quarterback, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got hurt. I just feel like I just is that
I don't
fair?
I don't
Is
disagree with
seeing
that. I don't disagree with that, but I still think no. I was gonna say I don't disagree with that, but I think they should be behind Minnesota.
okay. I feel like they have a lot to prove with that recruiting class.
Well,
I
Jonathan,
in my head, I think that it's going to be good. Like I'm like, oh, okay, that's going to be an awesome, should be a really good step up with that recruiting class. But it's Luke Fickle has not impressed me at Wisconsin yet. So until he makes headway on that, then
yeah. Well,
I'm
other
not really
than
bought it.
and this might just be me because I'm casual, but like other than Russell Wilson and Jonathan Taylor, I can't really think of anyone who played at Wisconsin.
Melvin Gordon,
Melvin Gordon.
half of the O linemen that ever stepped foot in the NFL are from Wisconsin. Like go look it up. Like Wisconsin is known for O line, running back, and that's it.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but I don't know. Wisconsin is like I actually somehow I think I know more about Rutgers and UCLA than I do Wisconsin. That doesn't make any sense. Wisconsin is just a weird team to me.
It is. It'd be good. I would enjoy being Wisconsin if we did a dynasty in NCAA. I would
Is it
thoroughly enjoy
Wisconsin
that.
or Wisconsin?
I don't know. I say Wisconsin.
I don't know. I think I've been saying Wisconsin.
It doesn't matter. Who's gonna come down here? The Chiefs men can't come down here and fuck with you though. All right,
Okay.
Peyton. I'm gonna put one up for you. Talk about it, and I'm gonna send Barney the link to the stream. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. So we did
Um,
Minnesota. I got one for you that you won't be able to talk about for 5 minutes. Watch this. There you go. The Iowa Hawkeyes.
yeah. Let's talk about Iowa. I love Iowa. I'm an Iowa fan actually. As I look up their name and their stats, because guess who does not watch Iowa football? Me. Let's see. I know I was like not necessarily historically known for defense, but I know they've had good defenses in the past. I know Cade McNamara. Um, oh God, yeah, he played bad. I don't know if he got injured or something, but oh my
Cade McNamara.
God, he played.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I'll add some extra
I
talking
don't know if he
points
got
for you,
injured.
Peyton.
Okay.
Four.
I'm sure there's no way he didn't get injured. There's no way he didn't get injured because if you played a whole season and you put up 1,017 passing yards, 60% completion, 6 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, that's like me on college football through 4 games.
Yeah, he
So he
got
had
hurt.
to
I
be
can't
injured.
remember what week it was, but he definitely got hurt.
Okay, that makes sense. But still, even if he didn't get hurt and he kept playing, I think the completion percentage probably would have been better because it's really not terrible. Like 60 is not ideal for, I guess the time that he played, but
It's not great. A
no,
one
but
point. Oh, what is it? A 1.25 touchdown to pick ratio. That's pretty. That's pretty shitty. That's not
yeah,
good.
6 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
That was like
So
Carson Beck through 4 games. He had more
yeah,
picks than he did touchdowns.
yeah.
Like,
And you know
nah.
what? I don't care. I don't care what people just say about Carson Beck, bro. He pulled it together in the second half, and it like I think everything just got to his head.
No, I
Whether
agree.
I think I don't whether he got too arrogant or he like actually folded under pressure. I don't know which one it is. It's to me, it's almost unfair to say that he like played badly throughout the whole season. He played terribly for a lot of weeks in a row, but then he pulled it together. And for like the last 9 games, he threw 1 interception and like 13 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, but I mean, there was that stretch though where it was like, what is he seeing? Like that's
No,
not the
absolutely,
that's
yeah,
not the
yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. That was bad. That was a really, really rough
That
patch.
Florida game was bad. That Florida game was some of those interceptions were me on NCAA. It was awful.
Well, that's
Terrible
when it
read.
really that's really when it started, to be completely honest. That's when people started like actually talking about it. Because like the Kentucky game, I might be wrong, but I think like
Well,
I can't remember how many interceptions he threw that game, but I think like 2 of them weren't his fault.
well, the Kentucky game too. The last couple years, we played Kentucky close, so it wasn't
Dude,
like a
you
oh my
are
gosh.
going robotic right now.
No, am I really?
Yeah, you're frozen and you are like I did
Am I
that. I did
tweaked
that. I did
now?
that. You are doing crazy noises.
Oh no.
I did forget about Iowa's running back. I forgot he was actually pretty solid. And James is probably gone. So let's talk about Caleb Johnson, everybody. Let me click on his
Am I good now?
thing here. Yeah, no, I actually forgot about Caleb Johnson. I don't know where
Am
he's
I
at
better,
on
Peyton?
mock drafts right now. I think he's under Amarion Hampton
Peyton, can you hear
out
me?
of UNC.
Okay, so I hope everyone can hear me now. I hope everything's okay. We have some pretty crappy Wi-Fi around these parts, so we're not doing too hot. Yo,
It just kicked me off.
it kicked you off?
Yeah, said something went wrong. Please ensure that you're connected to the internet. Which I mean, my phone, like my laptop's still on the internet.
I don't know. I guess just reload and come back in. I don't know. Because I think I'm fine now.
Oh, wait a second.
You're
Okay.
still on the stream, so
No. The issue is I have no more data left on my hotspot.
oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh crap. You have to join with Wi-Fi.
I don't know how well this is gonna go. Let's see.
You guys cross your fingers for Peyton. Technical difficulties, man. The first stream we did was perfect. Nothing went wrong. And then the next stream we did, something kind of went wrong. And then now every stream since, it's been like nothing has gone right. But I don't know. I just keep going. You know, you got to. All right, let's see. Let me add Peyton. Let me add Peyton back. All right, Peyton. Oh, no.
Okay.
I
Am I or am I lagging or anything?
can hear you. You're fine.
I couldn't hear you for like 3 seconds.
Are you good now? Everything's good?
Yeah, the frame rate's absolutely atrocious, but we're getting there.
Okay. All right, we will keep going. We'll keep going. All right. We were on Iowa. We were talking about Iowa and Cade McNamara, who is transferred out, by the way.
He committed to I don't remember.
Say it.
Where did he commit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He committed to. He has not committed anywhere. He's just in the transfer portal.
I thought he committed somewhere. I could have sworn I'd seen it. I don't know. No, the only thing I like about Iowa next year is I don't know. I don't know anything about Iowa. Caleb Johnson's probably not staying, so there's nothing I can say about Iowa.
Oh my gosh! I knew that's why I put that one up there because I knew you'd be stumped. So yeah, Iowa. I think they're going to be a middle of the pack team like they were last year. So we'll move on to another team, okay? And Peyton, you're going to get mad at me, but once you hear me out, you'll understand why. Put it there. Yes. I'm putting Illinois in A. And we also, Peyton, have a special guest.
Barney.
The
we
Drew
are-
Aller fan is here.
We are so live.
Barney.
Barney just sent everyone away because we had 2 viewers and now we don't. So we're blaming it on you, Barney.
Oh, come on. It was just about to get started.
I know, dude. I know. It's all right. It's all right. So what do you? So we've gotten up to this point. What do you think, Barney, so far? And for those of you who don't know who this is Barney, a friend of mine, and he used to be a Penn State punter. So a little bit of Big Ten bias in the house with us tonight. So
As much as they listen to me talk about Georgia, I'm sure it's fine.
Iowa was the only one I struggle with because they never have an offense.
okay,
But they have such a good defense. You know, they, 2 years ago, they just had. They were what was it? They were statistically more successful to punt on first down than they were to actually give the ball to their offense.
what the heck? That's
that
an
was when
insane stat.
they had Torrey Taylor, I think it was. But fresh off the press, there's a huge what do they call it? Scandal now coming out because a bunch of people that are playing college football that are Australian punters none of them are eligible and all their documents have been faked. So all their visas get revoked and everything.
Yeah, there's like a 35-year-old punter on somebody's team. I can't remember who it is though.
Could have been Miami. Miami had like a fully grown dude.
Are you thinking of their tight end?
No, I'm thinking of their punter.
Oh.
But that's like a big thing coming out right now. Because a lot of people have played, a lot of people bet on games, a lot of things like that. Like that could lead to a big class action lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think about it
Especially
like that.
people who betted on Iowa, right?
Yeah, I mean, really any of these. Purdue, bottom of the pack. I mean, Northwestern, yeah, they're trash. I'm in line.
Yeah.
I'm in line. Yeah.
Sweet.
Illinois is a hot rank.
Can I give you why? Can I tell you why?
I'm waiting on the explanation. This is crazy.
Okay. So Illinois finished 45th in recruiting this year. They had 4 4-stars, 23 stars, and they bring back their starting quarterback, running back, offensive tackle, center, corner, linebacker, their other linebacker, strong safety, free safety, and running back. So they have a lot of returning production coming back to Illinois. Plus, they signed Hudson Clement, a wide receiver from West Virginia, and 5 starters on the O-line are going to be returning. So in my right mind, I cannot put them in B because this is like a projection for next year. Like, where do we think things are going to go? How do we think they're going to fare next year? So I think Illinois is going to be a pretty good team. I think they'll go 9-3 easily.
I'll let that settle.
Okay.
I'll let
Now,
that settle.
We have a lot of other things to settle. So Illinois will not be the top of the pack in A.
Michigan State's got to go up one.
You think they'll be better than Maryland?
Maryland's just not good. Like I'm sorry, but they're not good.
That's fair. I like Michigan. This is Michigan State. I like Michigan State a lot.
Michigan State,
Aiden Childs is sneaky, man.
Is going to be top of the middle pack.
You think?
I could see that. I could see them as a B team.
No way.
Yep.
I would see Minnesota taking a bigger
Michigan
lead.
State's gonna would kill over Iowa.
But Iowa has an amazing defense. I don't know. Is a sophomore quarterback going to be able to score? What I can do is, I think I can get to this. Okay, I can get to Michigan State over Wisconsin and Maryland, but I cannot put them over Minnesota.
Okay.
Because Michigan State is still building after what's his name, who left.
Okay.
And Wisconsin has shown me nothing as a program with Luke Fickell to improve. I mean, they improved by like one game, but not really.
Or Purdue.
Yeah, Purdue do. Purdue do.
I can get behind that.
Okay. I'd like that too. Because I was going to be very conservative towards Michigan State. But I really like
you
Aiden
can't
Childs.
sign a coach to a $90 million a year or $90 million guaranteed contract and expect him to do good.
No.
Or
He's going to
bad.
start doing and calling women and doing stupid shit.
Probably.
Yeah. So, let's see. We'll go up next on my list. Let's talk about Michigan. And I think Michigan is going to slot in right there at A. And the reason I say that is because I think everyone here knows that they signed Mr. Underwood, outbidded him from LSU. They are also so that quarterback, he can actually throw the football and he can run the football. So I think it'll give him a spark. They have 7 returning on defense and 3 returning on offense. Plus, their head coach is an offensive-minded guy. He's going to take care of the football. He's going to make sure that they're going to take care of the football. And I think Michigan's defense will be just as good as they were this year. So a spark with an offense could spark a playoff berth for them if everything goes correctly. But I think Michigan's pretty good.
I don't know if I put him in A at all.
I think you have to.
I don't think a true freshman can carry a team to the playoffs, especially quarterback.
I mean, Riley Leonard did it. I mean, he's not a true freshman, but a player who's never been in the system.
No. I understand that. But Riley Leonard had been in college for like 2 years at least, I think.
Right.
He's never played a snap of college football. And, I could be wrong, but from what I hear, it doesn't matter in the slightest how good you were in high school. You could still be absolute garbage in college.
No, you're right.
So
that's very true.
And honestly, maybe I just need to look at the roster. I don't know who they have in their receiving core. And I can tell you that unless I don't know some of these people, I don't think anyone returning is actually like major. Because, obviously Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, Will Johnson. Those are the only people I could think of on Michigan's defense.
You're look, being a successful freshman is hard, dude. Your whole life changes, right? You're not just talking about going to class. You're talking like
right.
You're up and moved, like your whole life changes.
Right.
Now, you want any success with Michigan as a freshman quarterback, you have to have a decent offensive line. And when I say decent, you gotta have time in the pocket to be able to think, right? That's the difference between teams that do good and teams that don't.
Mm-hmm.
If your quarterback thinks, you're going to get killed. Unless you have a killer offensive line, which traditionally Michigan has.
Yeah.
So,
and Donovan Edwards is coming back, so you have a very strong.
Okay, I didn't know Donovan Edwards was coming back.
I don't think he left.
Still, he's a freshman. Is he getting things together? Can he figure it out? Look. Everything changes. They used to try and tell us, we got so-and-so freshman coming in. My response is always, great. That means nothing. Like, your whole life changes.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're at a college. You think you're on top of the world. Every girl wants to be your friend. You got class. You miss your mom. Your tummy hurts and you don't know where to go. Like, everything changes.
Yeah. And this might be a casual take, but is Michigan's coach actually like? I don't want to say worth it because he's coaching at Michigan, but like, could he actually lead Michigan to a national championship?
It's the big debate, right? Like, if you look at his success when he was.
Excuse me, Donovan Edwards is at the Senior Bowl, so I guess he's not returning. So I'm a fucking fake news guy.
Yeah,
That's
fake-
not what I saw in the
scratch
article I
that
read
from
earlier.
reporting.
So
Scratch that.
there you go. There you go. So Michigan going to go down to B, right?
I would put them. I mean, I would probably put them above Nebraska. I don't know if they do better than USC though. But
I think they do better than USC.
I was gonna say that might even be a little crazy to say. So
You just all got to think, where's USC playing? Right, that's a schedule thing. You're taking kids out of California and bringing them to freaking cold temperature. Bringing cold to heat is better than bringing heat to cold.
right, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
My favorite team out of last year, the Indiana Hoosiers.
No.
Playoff berth.
No.
Playoff
They
berth.
had what was their
They have
conference strength
both
last
of their
year?
wide receivers are returning. Offensive tackle, guard, linebackers, safety, and defensive end. They're bringing in 20 more transfers.
Return
And
the
they
whole
signed
team.
Cal. They signed Cal, their cornerback, Cal's quarterback, Fernando Mendoza. And the defense has most of its production coming back. So you take Kurt Signetti, who can prove he can take a roster and add 20 random players and bring them together and make them play to some sort of relevance.
He brought half of them from JMU.
JMU, bro, you're playing in the Big 10.
Okay, don't get me wrong.
You're playing in the Big
They're
10.
still
This
good.
is big league football.
What was their strength of conference last year?
Last.
Yeah.
Does it matter, bro? It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You're still playing Big 10 teams with JMU players.
Listen, you could take some of these big. You could.
He's pissed.
You could take some of them and have them play IMG Academy, and I guarantee they would lose.
They do have quite an easy schedule next season. Besides Penn State and Oregon, it goes Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, Illinois, Iowa, Oregon, Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, Purdue, and I think that's it. But I don't know. It wouldn't let me show more. So
hey, I mean, if Kurt Signetti going to Indiana, who went 3-9 the year before, takes him to an 11-1 season, brings 20 players from another roster that wouldn't be able to play with him if it wasn't for the other people he brought in.
I agree. Don't not hear me. He did a good job, but
don't sleep
the strength of schedule was last.
That's luck of the draw.
No. Okay.
Besides the 3 out-of-conference games, which the coaches are able to pick, he knows that he's about to have to play 9 in-conference games that is like random draw.
Okay, don't get me wrong. He did good. Listen. Look, I'll say it now. I'm not on the bandwagon, but who knows? Maybe a couple weeks into the season, I'll be on the bandwagon.
Look, if I'm going to be honest with you, if there's one team that I think is going to be out of the blue random really good, it's going to be Illinois. But right now, off of what Kurt Signetti has done, I think Kurt Signetti has a very good chance of reproducing what he did last year.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
With Curtis Rourke, who was considered not a very good quarterback, was one of the best quarterbacks halfway through the season before he got injured, was literally on the Heisman watch.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
And a top 5 quarterback in completion percentage, yards, and touchdowns. With Curtis Rourke.
I look at
those same receivers coming back.
Yeah, I look at their schedule last year, and I mean, this is really going to help your point more than anything. But their schedule last season is, in my opinion, honestly harder than this schedule.
Yeah.
So.
But also, that's the same shit that people used to say about Georgia when we'd go to the SEC championship every year. Oh, you play in the fucking SEC West. You play Vanderbilt. You play Missouri. You play Tennessee and Kentucky. It's the same shit. Okay, I'm playing the games that are given to me, and I'm kicking their ass.
Okay.
This is exactly what they're asking me to do.
No.
Here,
There's
no.
There's
No,
obviously
no, no,
a
no, no, no,
difference.
no, no.
Hear me out. If you're Iowa, for example, what did they go? They went.
We were just talking about it. I don't even
Iowa
remember.
went 8-5,
Yeah,
6-3 in
8-5.
conference.
They went 8-5, and I think they went 8-5 when I was at Penn State, and that got them in the Big Ten championship. 8-5.
Big Ten's different now, though. But I mean,
Oh, completely agree. The same thing with Georgia. Look, Georgia's a good team. That's not the point. But
are you about to say something outlandish?
no, Georgia's a good team. But your schedule obviously makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, it's a little different. Georgia playing Vanderbilt. Yeah, I can understand that. It was the same thing like, what was it? Notre Dame got beat by
Northern Illinois.
Yeah. Okay. That's a hard loss to take. You don't think that just shit on their rankings for the whole time?
Yeah, no,
100%.
I mean that makes a lot of sense, and I honestly, I don't know. Indiana to me is like a watch and see kind of thing.
Okay.
I'd have to see it.
Okay, look.
I'll be on the
look.
bandwagon or I won't be. But right now I'm not. But I could if they're either going to be the team or they're not. They're not going to be in between.
I disagree. If they're not going to be the team, they're going to be an 8-5. Whatever fucking Cotton Bowl team. I don't know. Like that's what they're going to be. Listen to this. Last year,
8-5 is
okay,
bad.
besides Florida
8-5.
International and Western Illinois and Charlotte, Indiana handed UCLA 42-13, beat Maryland 42-28, beat Nebraska 56-7, beat Michigan State 47-10, beat Northwestern 41-24, beat Washington 31-17,
Don't
beat
get me
Michigan
wrong.
20-15, and beat Purdue
they played.
66-0.
They
did everything they were
don't get
supposed to do against the shitty teams that they were handling.
Nope. Yep, I completely agree. And what happens when they played one good team?
They lost to the national champion.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if you say it like that, it sounds a little worse.
A $20 million roster versus Indiana's poverty school. Like, what? Georgia would have lost to Ohio State this year.
Yeah, probably.
Georgia would have gotten their ass
not
handed to
even
them against Ohio State.
Not even probably. Ohio State was beating anyone in the way this year.
I will say realistically though, I'm shocked at how successful Indiana did, knowing that they played crappy teams because it's hard.
Yeah.
Playing crappy teams is hard.
Yeah, because you think you're shit. And you go out and you don't circle somebody and you go out and you shit the bed. Like every time I see, like back when there were divisions in the SEC, every time that I saw, like, okay, I knew Georgia was going to play Auburn. I knew Georgia was going to play one more really good, a couple more really good teams. But every time I saw like Mississippi State on the schedule, I was like, dude, we got to circle that shit. That's in November. Like they could catch us sleeping. And so it's like those are the teams that, if you can't beat the teams you're supposed to, you're not a good football team.
Yeah.
AKA Alabama. Alabama was not a good football team this year.
Alabama.
Georgia, not a good football
Alabama's
team this
lost
year.
its hope. Alabama's lost its mojo.
Oh, dude, did you hear what those players said about Kalen DeBoer?
Mm-mm.
They're not holding players accountable for being late at workouts. Like they're just letting them show up late for workouts and film and all this shit.
Yeah, I don't even let people do that at work.
No, like what?
Especially if you're paying people. Let's be real. If you're paying someone money now, it's gonna be like the NFL. You're late, you're fined.
Yeah, I'm smashing the under on Alabama's wins this year. I don't care.
Okay.
All right. Back to
We'll
Big
leave it
Ten.
there.
Back to Big Ten. All right. Let's jump to Oregon. Okay.
Listen,
Now, of course, look. Before we keep going, I want you to know that we are eventually going to round out the ranking. And this is mostly for Barney, but I'm saving Penn State for last, obviously. So we're going to go back and kind of rearrange some stuff. And so we're ranking them
I'm
1
going-
through 18
I'm going
by the tiers.
Ohio State in front of Indiana, Penn State behind Oregon.
We're going to go one at a time, Barney. Come on.
Nope, because I can't. I got to think about this realistically. Otherwise, Penn State's at the top. But I can't have people commenting on this video, oh, fake news. Nope, this is as real as it gets. This is black and white TV. This is no Fox News over here. We're giving it straight to you.
But what
Ohio
if I
State-
convince you otherwise as a Georgia fan?
Ohio State not winning. They just lost their defensive coordinator to Penn State. I'm going to be honest with you. If Penn State loses to Ohio State this year, biggest bust on a coaching recruitment. Biggest bust.
For what, James Franklin?
Yeah, we just paid $3.2 million for the defensive coordinator from Ohio State. You don't deliver a win this year, somebody's getting fired.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
$3.2 million.
Yeah.
The average pay for a position coordinator is like 1.5 to 2 million at the most. 3.2?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if I think it's fair to say that Ohio State's offense was a lot better than its defense in certain points. I mean, I think their defense pulled it together towards the end of the season, but for I can't remember when it was or how long it was. Ohio State's defense, and I'm specifically talking about Denzel Burke, he got cooked multiple times by multiple different receivers on multiple different teams. I know he got
was that the number 1 guy
for Ohio State, Denzel Burke? Yeah.
That was the one that kept holding in the Natty, right? Every other route that dude was caught holding or something.
I don't remember. I just know that Tez Johnson or Evan Stewart, one of the two, put him in an absolute clinic when they played Oregon. So, like I said, I mean, they pulled it together in the second half.
Okay,
I think.
well, let me go over Ohio State. Let me talk about Ohio State. I first want to talk about their new quarterback, Julian Sayin from Alabama. What I've listened to in my other podcasts and the other shows and whatnot that I watch, everyone keeps talking about how Ohio State people are saying that Julian Sayin is the next Justin Fields, the next CJ Stroud, that he is that good and that competent to play right away. And what else did I have? So you have 2 of the best wide receivers in the country returning in Jeremiah Smith and CJ. What is his other name? I don't remember his name.
Carnell Tate.
Carnell Tate, that's right. And they added another running back, C.J. Donaldson from Cal. But they lost their DC and their OC. Downs is coming back. They have the number 4 recruiting class in the nation. They have 3 5-stars, 18 4-stars. But again, that defense is super young. All of that production from last year now goes out the window. So I think Ohio State chilling in A is a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Oregon too. Oregon, wide receiver returning, 3 linebackers are returning, a running back is returning, and center is returning. Dante Moore supposedly should be really good this year. That's what people keep telling me. I have people that tell me things. And they had the number 5 best recruiting class with 5 5-stars and 16 4-stars. I think Oregon's going to be pretty good this year. I think Dan Lanning has to correct some stuff in his coaching and game day coaching and stuff, but I think he'll be Oregon's going to be fine next year. I think they're going to be.
I think they will too.
They're going to be right off where they left off. I feel like winning regular season games.
Yeah.
I think the last one, Penn State. Now, let me talk about Penn State. Because as someone who gambles a little bit, if I had enough money, if I was, handed $500, I would lay $500 down on Penn State winning the national championship and the Big Ten championship, due to the fact that they have one of the best quarterbacks coming back from last season. They have both of their running backs returning, which would both get drafted in the top 3 rounds. They have a center coming back, a defensive end coming back. safety coming back, corner coming back, and they added a wide receiver from Troy, Devontae Ross, who had 76 catches for 1,034 yards and 11 touchdowns at Troy. Again, adds to another wide receiver room that needs a boost, kind of like Georgia's. What Penn State just needs that one more boost to get them up in the to help them be more productive in the offense. And they had the number 15th best recruiting class with 19 4-stars and 8 3-stars. And a big deal that DC from Ohio State coming over, I think adds a lot of juice to the Penn State defense that has always been juiced. I don't know what their problem has been in Ohio State games, but I think they've always been juiced, and they just need an elevation, a coach to really focus on them. And I think Penn State's going to win the Big Ten next year. So if it was me, I would put Penn State above Oregon. This would be my ranking right there.
Make the change. Make the change. I'm in. I'm bought in. I'm convinced.
And this is what I thought before I even met you, Barney.
The only thing,
I thought about this way longer before.
The only thing, and listen, maybe for all you DBs out there, maybe I'm not putting enough respect on your name. Maybe I don't have the understanding for how hard this position actually is. Some of the secondary needs to figure it out. The wide receivers need to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have Tyler Warren anymore, man.
No. Yeah, that is true. I didn't even think about that.
He won some games.
Yeah,
he did.
He really did. Now, they have some other guys that I think will be successful, but Tyler Warren was a difference maker, whether you want to believe it or not. I mean,
I agree with that. I think he was the only reason they beat USC. So,
I mean, to be fair, they did a nice kick there at the end, but we can just forget about the specialist. See what you're doing there, Peyton. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't even honestly. If you were to ask me how any game ends ever, like even the national championship, the only reason I remember that was because I actually watched it. But
oh, that's good. You didn't watch it. Well, let me enlighten you, Peyton. We had a walk-on freshman walk out and kick the game-winning field goal at USC. Put that thing straight through the uprights. And you know what he did after? On live television, in front of millions of people, he went.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
He gave him the sleeper.
Well, he put him to sleep. Dude. I mean, I wish I would have known that because I would have given him his credit, but I didn't know that. I had no clue that's how the game ended.
You know what? And this is Peyton. This is the problem with football fans. They always hate on the specialist.
I'm not hating on the specialist by any means.
No, you don't remember him. You know when you do remember him? Oh, remember that kid who missed the field goal and we lost the game? Oh, remember that person? You know what? I remember Michigan State's punter dropped the ball when he was playing Michigan, and they ran it back for a touchdown. And all he had to do was just catch the ball and go to the ground, and they still would have probably won.
Yeah, see, the only special teams players that I know off the top of my head are Rodrigo Blankenship and Cordell Patterson.
Okay. You know what? We're going to have a live podcast just talking about specialists.
Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
If it's genuinely that impactful, I'm so open to learning about it.
Payne, do you not remember when Georgia was absolutely god-awful right before Kirby Smart got there? Do you remember why?
Oh my gosh.
We couldn't catch a punt. We couldn't get the ball out of the punter's hands quick enough. Oh my gosh.
There's no way you just said if it's actually that impactful. You know what? This is the demeaning nature of 2025 we live in, okay? You know, Bill Belichick was once asked, why don't I just pull someone else instead of having a long snapper and use a tight end to snap it between his legs? You know what Bill Belichick's answer was?
Because it's that important.
It was 25 minutes of him giving the history of long snapping, why it's valued, why it would be on the roster. 25 minutes. Imagine being a reporter asking this, thinking this guy's going to say something, and he spends 25 minutes on your question. Google that video. Crazy.
I mean, I understand why special teams is important. I didn't mean like they're not important by any means. I'm just saying like to the average casual football enjoyer like myself, you watch the games for the offense and defense.
Oh my God! Delete that from this. Oh my God! This cannot go public.
Listen, I hate to say it, but is that not like for most people?
I will say, yeah, you definitely don't go to the game to watch the kicker kick. But to me, the teams that do well in special teams are typically the ones that do better.
Right. And see that makes sense to me because Tyler Bass, dude got like almost publicly executed by the Bills when he missed the kick last year. If he would have made that, then it would have been Tyler Bass, free food, free housing, keys to the city. Like I can understand.
You want to know what happened to Rodrigo Blankenship? Rodrigo Blankenship missed a random field goal in the regular season, and they cut him the next day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 53-yard field goal, and he missed it. And they're like, bye-bye, you can't make field goals.
He's in the UFL now.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think he plays for the Battlehawks.
Heck yeah. Good job, Rodrigo.
But yeah, no, I didn't like. I'm not meaning to diminish the position or whatever. But
you're just a casual football guy. I get
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you read the title of my name, it says casual football enjoyer. I like to enjoy football from all aspects. Well, I'm open to learning.
Oh, so you know what? I'm glad you said that. And let me be the first to tell you, I will sponsor a special teams video for this podcast. Sponsored
by Little Bites.
Sponsor, yeah. I that can't officially be said, but it could be.
Yeah,
no, I think you officially said it. No, I'm kidding.
Here's what I have to say. If you want to take your casual football knowledge to that next level, tune in for the next podcast because we're about to teach you the fundamentals of special.
There you go.
Okay, I'm so willing to learn because, like I said, I don't mean to discredit anyone on any team. I'm just saying most people who are casual football enjoyers like myself watch football for the offense and defense.
I mean, I can't argue that. I would say that's probably true.
But because you played special teams, I can understand why it's so important to you that people understand the value of special teams.
Now, someone like myself, I don't even watch for the offense and defense. It doesn't even interest me. I'm like, oh, we're playing? That's great. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think that's true. I mean, I feel like it'd almost be weird if people were watching during like a kickoff or like a punt. It's like, wait, you're almost like too invested then.
Yeah, it's like somebody's talking to you and you say, hey, hold on, be quiet. I have to watch Cordero Patterson run this kickback. I don't think anyone's saying that.
Yeah, I feel like special teams is one of those things that people only think matters when it's critical, right?
No, absolutely. Like they'll never get the credit until it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or the death threats. Don't forget about the alternative.
Or yeah, I forgot about death threats. I'm sure Tyler Bass. They almost hung him in Buffalo.
They almost hung Rodrigo Blankenship when we lost to South Carolina that year, where he missed a field goal in the rain at home from like 35 yards away.
Yeah,
I was there. It was bad. It was really bad. That was his only miss of the year, too. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
But either way, back to the topic at hand. I like this ranking. I think
it's a good ranking.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, too.
Iowa just sticks out like a sore thumb to me because I don't know anything about Iowa. But if Washington can play as good as they did in that bowl game every game of the season, they might be better than Nebraska or USC. Like,
yeah, they just need to leave the black unis on. Just wear those every game, please.
Yeah. But Jesus, no, I mean, honestly, I don't have an issue with this. I like this ranking.
I think it's a great ranking. I'm going to take a picture of it so we can hold ourselves accountable at the end of the year.
Yeah.
See how this plays out. But yeah, no, I think it's a good ranking. We're going to end the stream here. Thank you for everyone who tuned in for the time that they did. And you guys have a great night. Like us on Instagram. Go follow us on Go for Two Show. And we're also on Twitter. Same handle. And then, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it. Have a good night,
I just
everybody.
realized calling this
What?
good go for two is like
Yeah.
so disrespectful to specialists.
No, it's
How about-
not.
How about go for one?
No.
Let's get that extra
Everything-
point.
No.
Everything
It's all
involving numbers is a special teams attack.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. It's just a casual football player, just straight for your throat.
No, if it's anything over 3 points, special teams is probably not.
That's crazy.
No,
That's crazy.
I'll tell you what though, I'm genuinely excited to learn about special teams. I really am.
No, I'm partially hurt, but we are going to change the show for that day. It's going to be called Go for One.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
go for one.
Go
Go for one or go for three.
Go. Listen, screw it. I'm there.
We can make this a special teams thing.
We can. The special teams. That's what it should be called. It should have been called the special teams.
No, it should not have been called that.
Yes, it could have.
The special people for special teams.
Oh, special.
All right, not to
teams,
disrupt you
special
all.
Players. No, you're
No.
good. We appreciate it, Barney.
See you,
All right.
Barney.
See you all.
Take it easy.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Wait,
everyone.
James,
What?
you want to up on the Florida Dynasty after this?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm getting on right now.
Okay, bye.